This story starts the way most good stories do, with a long bus ride. I have found that the journey is just as important as the thing or the event I'm going to. If you don't enjoy this part, you will miss the point of traveling, especially in this case where they tell you the ride is 12 hours but it ends up being more like 20 hours. So my new rule in Nepal is to add 4 hours to any travel time, and even that is sometimes not enough. But actually these moments of journeying, traveling, these in-between moments are the richness of the experience. I felt so comfortable and close to this whole group I was traveling with, sharing road snacks, sharing road sickness sometimes, eating together, staying at random hotels together, when the bus broke down, and especially traversing the hottest, bumpiest, dustiest road of my life. So I was lucky enough to be invited to a Nepali wedding, and I got to be a part of all of the different days of the wedding and see their way of doing things. I was so curious to learn about the traditions and how the Nepali wedding is done, and of course I was also curious and excited about seeing all of the beautiful dress and saris and the jewelry that the women wear. And I was also so excited to wear a sari myself, so here we are getting ready, and my friends helped me put on my sari, so thank you. Yeah.
धन्यवाद रे
When we met up with the procession, we got these beautiful marigolds to wear. We also got tikas on our forehead, and we joined the rest of the janti to go pick up the bride, whose name is Bindu.
We're coming, Bindu.
And as we got closer to where the bride was, we walked the rest of the way. We had this band with us, and some of us were also given things to carry. So I was given a plate of apples, which was kind of a symbolic offering that we brought to the wedding. So on this day of the wedding, the Janti day, we were part of the caravan to travel from the groom's hometown to the bride's hometown of Dong. And this day is to kind of collect the bride to bring her home, and also for the wedding itself. So this day consisted of traditional rituals which were very beautiful to see, and they were mostly carried out by the father of the bride, who is this man wearing all white with the white tank top. And these rituals were carried out with so much artfulness and devotion and beauty. So I was so amazed and so grateful to be able to see this. So the first ritual that was actually done was the cleaning of the groom's father's feet, which was interesting. Then the bride arrived herself, and then some rituals were done with her, and now at this point they're exchanging the rings. So as I was learning more about the wedding and the rituals, it was also pointed out to me by some of my friends and the people in the group that some people, especially in the younger generation, find some of these wedding rituals problematic. Meanwhile, this is where the real party is happening, in the lounge upstairs. Hello. Okay, so this is Nishta.
Yes.
You can introduce yourself.
My name is Nishta. I am Liza's friend.
We're here at the wedding in not in Argahachi.
In Dan.
In Dang.
Yes.
And we've been here already for like 5 hours.
Yes, and we've traveled a long way to be here.
Yeah, and we went on the bus for like 15 hours total, something like that.
Yeah, very adventurous wedding.
So Nishta knows a lot more about weddings than me. So what is going on right now? Like, what rituals are they doing for 5 hours? Like, they're going to be doing even more, like 10 hours of rituals. So
Yes.
can you tell me like what rituals they're doing?
So right now they're in the mandap. They're doing the basic rituals like getting married. I feel like, wait, let me see. So right now I think they're doing. What are they doing? I think the bride just changed her clothes and she's come back with her new clothes from her in-laws, and then they'll do a long ritual of getting married now. They'll put on the sindoor, and then they'll do a lot of other rituals, and then the wedding will end and the groom will take the bride home.
Right, so basically what is happening right now is the groom and all of his family is coming here to take the bride home, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm wondering, like, what do you think of this? What do you think of these rituals and this tradition that's happening?
I have mixed feelings about these traditions because they're a lot problematic in many ways, but also it doesn't make sense at all. Sometimes it doesn't make sense at all, so we need to question like what's actually really happening. And there are a lot of nuances in those traditions as well, and the only thing we can do is question, basically.
And what do you find the most problematic?
The most problematic
like,
is...
give an example of the most problematic to you that's making you feel like, I don't want to do this.
The most problematic is when the pundit says, okay, we're going to give you the daughter of this person, and then you got to take care of her like it's property or something. And this dowry as well, the modern day dowry that's happening right now. I find that most problematic, and if I could change that, I would change that thing. Yeah. It kind of makes me sad.
So do you think that change is happening in Nepal?
It is happening, like the change is inevitable, I guess, but it's happening very slow. It's not happening like in the pace that it's supposed to be happening, and it's a little frustrating, especially when you know all of these things are happening and when you're someone who is protesting about these things and you're against it, but you still have to follow because you are, because you're bounded by your parents, by your society, and like just for the sake of family you gotta do this, and I would not want to do that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So what does that mean?
It's a ritual.
So here they're doing one of the rituals, which Nisha also explained to me about. So in this ritual, the bride is washing the groom's feet and then symbolically drinking that water. So she's kind of just splashing a little bit in her mouth. But this is a traditional ritual that is only one-sided, so the groom does not have to do this on his side. The Jaunty Day was so much fun, and the rituals were carried out with so much love and care by both of these families. So it was really nice to watch and observe and learn a little bit more about. There was a band playing all day. They were playing traditional Nepali music. And then this sort of dance-off began. And in this dance-off, the gist was kind of whoever could stay in the middle dancing the longest seemed to be the winner, and then the next contestant would go in. And then I got invited to dance in the middle, but luckily I didn't have to do it alone, and all of us kind of danced together. A good way to end the evening. Now it's time for the Jaunty to leave. So the bride and groom got in this car and drove back to Argahachi, which will be her new home. And we also got back on our bus and made our way back to Argahachi, where we would be staying as well. Welcome to Argahachi. This is where Rishikesh's family lives, and we are invited to his home to eat and to see more rituals. We also got to see his family's old farmhouse, which was so cool to see, and this is their farmland all around where they grow wheat and corn and all different vegetables, and this is where they used to live before they built their new house. We all had a nice time connecting with nature here, which was much needed after coming from Kathmandu. So on this day there were more family rituals to do. And these rituals were about welcoming Bindu to her new home and to her new family members. And there was a lot of singing and dancing and a lot of gift giving, which was really fun to watch. Then the games began. So there were different games. This first one was, there was a big sack of rice, and then Bindu and Rishikesh's mom had to search through the rice to find hidden coins. There were more games. I didn't fully understand all of them, but this one had to do with cards and money. And then the last game that they played consisted of this big bowl of water with rose petals in it. And then Rishikesh and Bindu had to search for more coins in this water. And the water was splashing everywhere and everyone was cheering.
Swimming pool. 5, 4, 3, 1, go!
Okay, so now we're going to the last part of the wedding. Oh, there's a truck. Okay, now we're here in Argahachi, which is a village in the west of Nepal, right? So we're here, we are going to the last part of the wedding, which is the reception, or like the big party, right? Yeah. So we're wearing sari again, kurta. Let's go to the party. Nacham. This wedding reception was the big crowd and the big party I was imagining with the Nepali village wedding. So I was told that in many village weddings, traditionally one person from every household has to go, or at least has to be invited. So here there were hundreds of people eating, lots of food, everyone was talking, everyone was greeting the newlyweds and taking photos with them, and of course lots of treats and lots of dancing. Okay, now we're gonna get ice cream. But still there were more traditions and rituals to be done. So here the two mothers are exchanging gifts, Bindu's mother and Rishikesh's mother, so they're giving each other jewelry and scarves, and I thought it was really sweet to see them together and then giving each other a big hug. We ended our time in Argahachi with more dancing. Thank you so much for having us at your celebration, and congrats to Rishikesh and Bindu. I hope you have a wonderful, happy life together. Thank you for letting me witness your celebration and your love. I learned so much. It was so interesting, so beautiful, and I would love to learn more. So thank you to everyone that talked to me about weddings in Nepal, about the rituals, and thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.